Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Thursday night. Well, with us today is the District Attorney of Suffolk County, Ray Tierney. Well, congratulations, Mr. District Attorney.
Thank you, John.
And you have solved a murder, a crisis that was in the Suffolk County area for so many years, and I understand you got a guilty verdict yesterday.
Yeah, we had a guilty plea. The defendant pled guilty to 7 counts, 3 counts of murder in the first degree, 4 counts of murder in the second degree, and accepted responsibility for an 8th murder. So it was a long time coming. First murder occurred in 1993, so a lot of closure for a lot of families.
Now, I mean, this was so hard to believe. Do you believe that there's other people maybe involved that knew about it and didn't say anything about it? Do you believe I just can't believe that people are so sick.
Yeah, I think I think the thing that was very striking about this defendant is he very much lived a double life. In which he was portrayed himself as a suburban father in one aspect, but this other aspect was the darker side, in which he was a serial killer. And I think he was over the years he was extremely disciplined in keeping those two aspects of his life separate from each other. And he was. I think everyone who talked to him, everybody worked with him, everybody who was friendly with him. Would never have guessed this secret part of his life.
I mean, you've been a U.S. attorney, you've been a district attorney for so many years now, and you've seen it all. There's a lot of sick people. I mean, days that go by 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when it seems like we used to put away people that were mentally ill. And some of these people are not meant to be in society. Do we have a problem now? Because I understand we went from like 28,000 in the 5 boroughs that I know about that were mentally ill in hospitals, and now we're down to 6,000 or 7,000. I mean, what should be done with these mentally ill people?
Well, I think that we saw, and it's been exacerbated by COVID. But we have a mental health crisis, we have a substance abuse crisis in this country, and we don't really have the infrastructure to help all of the people who need it. And as you said, there was a time where mental health services were much more readily available than they currently are. And
where do we go from here? I mean, is there a solution? I just find it very, very, I worry, not by myself, I worry about my kids and my grandkids to come. I mean, like most family members.
Yeah, I think, like most crises, there's more than one approach that you need to take. I think you need to provide those services to those people, but also I think we have to have our laws that reflect that reflect what's going on. And if you look at the murders in Suffolk County, for instance, the gang murders and violence among strangers has gone down markedly. But what is on the rise is these domestic incidents where you have spouses, elderly spouses, killing each other. You have families where they have a son or a daughter with mental health issues or schizophrenic or what have you, and they're committing violent acts against their caretakers. So really a difficult situation, and I don't think there's a lot of help for people who struggle through it.
Understood. Now, your next door neighbors, Nassau County has been known as the safest county in America. Are you gaining on them?
So I look at a statistic called so if you want to talk about safety, you're talking about violent crime. So if there's a violent crime index, And the bad news for Nassau is based on 100,000. The violent crime index is what is your number based on a population of 100,000. So we are lower than Nassau. That's the bad news for Nassau. We are the safest county in America, the safest large county in America, 1.5 million residents or over. And I believe Nassau County is the second safest county in America, so certainly in New York State, and I think that's.
Well, I live in Suffolk County, mostly on weekends and summers. So thank you for what you do for Suffolk County.
Good. I mean, I have a lot of people in New York. We good-naturedly fight about this all the time. But I look at one metric, they look at another metric. But suffice to say, both counties are extremely safe, and both counties have really effective law enforcement.
District Attorney Ray Tierney, thank you, of Suffolk County. Thank you so much for everything you do. God bless you, and God bless America.
Thank you.